If you've ever chased down a dead trailer light, a flickering fog lamp, or a dashboard warning that only shows up after a rainstorm, I can almost guarantee the problem is a corroded connector. Moisture is the silent killer of car wiring. So I went digging through hundreds of listings, read the reviews, checked the ratings, and pulled together the 5 best waterproof automotive wire connectors you can actually buy right now, plus the deals I found on each one. Let's get into it. First up is the 2-pin plug-style car wire connector, and this is the one I reach for most often. It's a proper sealed male-female plug with a locking tab, so instead of splicing wires together permanently, you get a connection you can unplug whenever you need to pull a headlight or a sensor. The rubber grommets and gasket keep water and road salt completely out. What blows my mind is the price, $1.27, and you can grab it in a 50-piece set. Nearly 5,000 sold with a 4.7 rating tells you everything. If you do any kind of accessory wiring, buy a bag and keep it in the garage. Next is the 1, 2, and 3-pin waterproof sealed connector set, and the reason this one made the list is the flexibility. You pick the pin count you actually need instead of forcing a 2-wire plug into a 3-wire job. They're dustproof as well as waterproof, which matters way more than people think if you're running wiring near wheel wells or under the bed of a truck. It's $3.83, it's got a 4.5 rating with over 4,000 sold, and honestly, having a small assortment of pin counts on the shelf has saved me a trip to the parts store more times than I can count. Now, if you want the highest rated pick in this whole video, it's this 50-piece waterproof heat shrink wire connector kit. These are but splices with adhesive-lined heat shrink already built onto them. You crimp, you hit it with a heat gun, and the adhesive melts and seals the joint completely. No tape, no separate shrink tube, no mess. It covers 22 all the way to 10 gauge, so you can do everything from a small sensor wire up to a heavy amp power lead. $4.62 for 50 pieces, and a 4.9 rating from over 4,700 buyers. That's about as close to a guaranteed good purchase as it gets. Then we've got the solder seal sleeve splice terminals, and these are just plain satisfying to use. There's a ring of solder inside the tube, you slide it over your 2-wire ends, apply heat, and the solder melts and flows into the strands while the outer sleeve shrinks and seals at both ends. You get a soldered, waterproof connection in about 10 seconds with no soldering iron. It starts at $3.68 and you can scale up to 1,000 pieces if you're doing a big harness job. And listen, this one has a perfect 5-star rating with over 4,500 sold. Perfect ratings at that volume basically don't happen. And rounding things out is the Sumitomo HM090 waterproof connector with terminals and seals included. This is the OEM grade option, 2.2mm pins, male and female sides, and the exact wire seals the factory uses. If you're repairing a Japanese vehicle, a Honda, a Toyota, a Subaru, this is what's already plugged in under your hood. At $10.18 it's the priciest pick here, but you're getting a genuine factory spec connector instead of a generic copy, and the fit and click are just right. With a 4.9 rating, it's the one I trust on a repair I never want to touch again. All 5 of these are linked down in the description, and I made sure to grab the best prices I could find on each one. If this saved you from chasing a gremlin in your wiring, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe, because I've got more garage gear breakdowns coming. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.